You're a scholar. Scholars are you. Scholars are seekers. You're looking for truth and you're looking for knowledge. And that journey starts with yourself. And that's what you've done. Walking and talking with my mind. Hey! Stay on freedom. I'm walking and talking with my mind. Hey, Neil. Stay on freedom. I'm walking and talking with my mind. Stay on freedom. Hallelujah. 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 That's what your education is doing.
To touch his wings, because if you touch his wings the wrong way, it'll pull scales off of it and he won't be able to fly.
We are headed to Maysville, Kentucky to pick up our tour guide, Professor Jerry Gore. I am Alice Dean Trody, Director of the Carter G. Woodson Center. This is our first Underground Railroad tour in northern Kentucky to visit sites affiliated with Berea College founder John Grigg Fee.
I believe that the stain of slavery will long linger in the minds of generations yet unborn. So we are going on a Sankofa journey. Y'all know what Sankofa is, right? Yeah. In the history of the African, the oral tradition has always been a very rich aspect to our culture. And one of the key Swahili words is Sankofa. Sankofa means to look back. We can't live in the past, but we learn from the past. We take that knowledge from the past, bring it to the present, and we use it as a guidepost to go to our future. In the Sankofa symbol, you look at the little bird, she's looking over her shoulder at the history of time, the egg of time, Sankofa. That Sankofa was very important for those enslaved Africans being brought to America, because to make a slave, you have to take away the culture of a people.
Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Okay. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child. Sometimes I feel like a motherless child, a long way from home.
What are two things that you see that's really unique about this pair of shackles? Look at the cuffs.
They're small.
Yeah, one is large, one is small. I wonder why they did that. Just couldn't get it right?
Put the kids together.
Put what down?
Have the kids go together.
You're close. You're very close. Okay, somebody else said it.
How the kids with their parents?
There you go. This is for the mama ankle, and this is for the child's ankle. All about living children is giving. And these enslaved African men and women, they did not die so that we could live. A lot of times you hear people saying that. No, they was like you and you and you and you. They were trying to find a better way. They were trying to find life. But that was snuffed away from them. They were murdered, children and adults. They were raped, children and adults. Every enslaved African in the universe suffered some type of abuse, whether it be physical, spiritual, or mental. So that's why I say to you right now, what manner of people were our ancestors? And then I look at each of you, and I have to ask the question, what manner of person are you? Each of you come from a family. Each of your families have some history and some stories.
Go down, Moses, way down in Egypt's land. Tell old Pharaoh to let my people go down. Moses, way down in Egypt's land, tell old Pharaoh to let my people go.
And then family, he points out that little house up on the hill. That's the Rankin house. That's a safe haven on the Underground Railroad. You're going to follow that path. When we get over there this evening, after the beehive, you're going to tramp from the river bank all the way up that hill.
I'd have to say, like, the whole idea of perseverance and determination. Like, you shouldn't give up on what you want because of the influence of others, just like abolitionists, and then they were not really influenced by the hatred going on in America. You know? But yeah, they just kind of kept their beliefs and did what they had to do because of what they felt was right. And so, like, the slaves also, they could have just bowed down and did, you know, whatever they were told, but they wanted their freedom because, you know, that's the way they thought it should be. So it kind of relates to Berea because, like, although it's hard, just thinking about what they had to go through, they didn't give up. And so when it gets hard, keep pushing, don't give up, because it could be a lot worse. I'm going to say the steps, climbing up there, because, like, thinking about what all they had to go through to get there and then finally making it to the top, it was pretty powerful. A motivational impact on me, because whenever I feel like things are getting tough, I'm going to remember this. Like last night, I stayed up all night just like replaying everything that we saw, and it was hard for me to go to sleep really, because I just kept thinking about, you know, our ancestors really fought, and I should take advantage of the opportunity I'm given because of what, you know, they went through. It lets me know that there's a brighter road ahead. You know, you have to go through the storm to get through the rainbow, so it's giving me some light to guide myself.
Well, I got to travel with a lot of unique students from Berea College. I think this trip allowed us to really see how unique we are as individuals and help us to learn about ourselves, in addition to truly understanding our past and learning how to move forward, you know, and being able to get through not only Berea but the next phases, you know, of life, and being able to positively impact each other, the world, and the future generations to come. Man, my favorite moment was first getting to see Granddad. Reminded me a lot of my granddad. He was very influential from the start. He helped me to see into myself and to kind of understand a lot about the things that I was dealing with personally, and the reason for, like, you know, I always never knew sometimes, like, the reason why I was doing stuff, but he taught me that, you know, it's not necessarily a bad thing to be angry. I was expressing to him like how I have an anger problem and temper, and he was saying sometimes, you know, people cannot be angry enough. They get like kind of complacent with stuff, and they kind of let stuff go, and it eats them up inside when they should really channel that and just, you know, put it on the world and just help change it in a positive way. So I'd say that was the most beneficial experience, was just being able to know that I'm all right. Man, I mean, I always thought of myself as a fairly decent student, you know, had good studenting skills, but this trip has made me take my college career more serious, and to know that failure really isn't an option. You know, even if we get tired or we get down, you know, there's nothing wrong with dusting yourself off, you know, accepting defeat, but coming back, you know, to fight again. So just never give up on what you believe in.
The most interesting would be just the history and the us actually being able to step in the same places that as the slaves were, and being in the same spot, getting to visit the spots in the bottom of the houses where they stayed, and just the routes that they took and the different ways they communicated with each other. Imani.
Imani is Kiswahili for having faith.
Imani really meant a lot, because there's been times that I've lost faith in myself. And just having other people be there to pick you up when you're down really means a lot. Like Diamond said before, it showed me that even when times get tough, right now, it's not as tough as it was in the past. And if people can persevere through what they had to go through to reach freedom, then we can persevere to get through school and take those hurdles and the speed bumps that we're going to have to go through and go over, and just keep persevering and pushing on, because there's light at the end of the tunnel, and I feel like every one of us can do that.